He's both foxy and boosty.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Kamen Rider Geats Revolve Change Figure Magnum Boost. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front here, we have Geats. On this side, we have Geats. On this side, we have Geats. Up top, some more Geatsy Geats. On the bottom, words, things, stuff. On the back of the box, we have our obligatory product shots. He does this at the other, things and stuff. And back to the bottom, we have Sad Pac-Man. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have Kamen Rider Geats, and this is the first figure in the Revolve Change figure series. So this is our budget gimmick line figure series for Geats, and yeah, here he is in his base form of Magnum Boost. It's a pretty good looking figure with a pretty fun gimmick, but let's get in close here so we can take a look not at that driver, but at that noggin. There's the noggin. You can see the helmet. Done in white and red. You got some orange behind the transparent plastic there, but nice helmet design. I do quite like Geats' overall suit design. And up top here we have the Magnum portion of his suit. And here we have the desired driver. You got Magnum, you got Boost right there, you got a little bit of gold, the white and the red, some black, you know, not as painted as one would like, but of course it's the budget gimmick line, so it's not going to be fully decked out in paints. And down here we have the Boost portion of the suits. You get some bits of gunmetal gray in there. You have the little exhaust pipes, which are on hinges. These can rotate. And you have the feet, which also double as hands, so they look kind of weird, but hey, it is what it is. It has to work for the gimmick. And moving off the back, you got the Geats booty. That little scarf hanging out there. You have a spare head because, you know, you need a spare head every now and then. You know, it happens. Overall, not too bad. Not too bad for being the budget gimmick line figure. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on the ball joints. You have wiggly waggly. Can look up a good bit. Can do a total squirrel. Can look down. Head can rotate. Can do a full 360, but has little shoulder pieces in the way. Arms can do a full 360, can move in and out. You got bicep rotation. You have a nice deep elbow bend. You have wrist rotation. The wrist is on a ball joint, because again, this has to double as a foot as well. So you have ball joint downward movement. You do have waist rotation. Legs can move forward that far, back, about that far, outward. Can almost do the full splits. You have thigh rotation. You have nice range of movement there on the knee. You have rotation below the knee as well. Again, these little exhaust pipes can rotate as you see fit, and the feet are on a ball joint, up, down rotation, little bit of tiltage. Now, as far as accessories go, you just get the Magnum Shooter Full 0X. You can see, very nicely detailed. All the detail is supposed to be there is there, just unfortunately none of it picked out in paint. You can also transform it into its rifle mode, which is quite cool. But yeah, you can holster this at his side. There's a port right there for the post on the Magnum shooter, so you can have that holstered at his side if you wish. Or, of course, you can have him wielding his weapon. Just plugs right in, and he can pew, bang, pew, pew, bang, bang. Again, you can have it in rifle mode if you want to, or in handgun mode, whichever you prefer. So there he is with his weaponry. And one more little feature to note is on the Magnum portion. Here you can flip out the little wrist guns that he has on the show. You can flip them out on both sides. That's pretty cool. Neat little things you can do here. And for comparison, here he is with last season's Revi and Vice. So you can see how that works out. And you can see that these Geats figures are going to be quite a bit taller than the previous figures we've been getting. But wait, there's more! We can get our Revolve on! That's the whole gimmick of this line. So to do that, First need to remove the weapon, and we also need to remove the helmet here, the helmet portion. Just remove that, and we can get our revolve on. Oh, one more thing we have to remove. We have to remove this as well. So just untab that, and there we go. So how this works is we're just going to bring the arms out, and we're just going to go flip them upside down like so. And at this point, we want to rotate the thighs inward like that. This will become the new chest. Bring these out. These will become the arms. And you're going to take the spare head here, and you're going to actually bring all of this up. They do clip together. So bring this head up, bring this up, and there are tabs and slots right back here. So just tap that in like that on either side. Then you take this head, and this will just tuck into the back like so. Now we got that going on. So now you want to just bring these arms down. These will now become the legs. You want to rotate the hips outward. And now the shoulder pads become knee pads. Then you just rotate the shins outward. Bring up the hands. That will now become the feet. And you just bring down the arms. Rotate up the bicep. Then bring down the hands. Bring that down. Rotate the bicep. And just flip up the hands. Take this, it will tab into the back right here. Just tab it in like that. Then just take the helmet, pop that back on. Oops. You stay. You stay. There we go. Pop that on. And there we go. There we have our revolved Geats. And now we have the boost portion up top and the Magnum portion at the bottom. And that's a cool little gimmick. I like it. I like it. And of course, again, we can plug the weapon into a hand like so. Pew, pew, bang, bang. We can still do all the pew-pewing and bang-banging. But that's a cool little gimmick. Cool little gimmick. It's pretty cool how they made that work. And how they made this work is basically, if we undo this, he basically just splits in half. Like so. So as other figures come out, we'll be able to mix and match and do any kind of combos we want, and we can totally, we can have this going on. If you want to, for funsies, for funsies, you can always just have all this. Some of the fun you can have here. There we go. We can just have that going on, because why not? Dare I say why not? Things you can do if you want to do it. You can just do all kinds of revolving. You can do the best cartwheels ever now. Best cartwheels ever. But hey, things you can do if you want to do it, but I can definitely see this series being quite a bit of fun with this whole gimmick. So I like it. I like it. So there you go. So there you have the Revolve Change figure Geats, and yeah, it's a pretty cool gimmick. I can see this being a lot of fun. I can't wait to get more of these and do some more combos. Like I said, I can definitely see this being a lot of fun. The figure is also very posable. A lot of joints here to work with, so very, very posable. But as I say every year, if you want a representation of this character just fully decked out in paint with all the bells and whistles, then wait for the figure arts. But for being the budget gimmick line, I think this is actually pretty well done, so. There you go. Now I picked this up from Hobby Link Japan, but of course there are many other sites you can go to for stuff like this if you're interested, such as CS Toys, Ami, Hobby Search, Mandarake, of course there's always eBay and Amazon. You can also check out BigBadToyStore.com for Kamen Rider items. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out the Kamen Rider Geats playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Kamen Rider Geats Revolve Change Figure Magnum Boost Set, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. No, hey, new guy. Tall, too. So what's your deal? No, I'm just trying to make my greatest wish come true. Oh, well, that's nice. So, what are your powers? I can make my head come out of my butt. And this conversation is over. What? What'd I say? I want to see!